Hey, Algebra 1, Mr. Catlin here with your cool down help looking at Lesson 7 homework. And we're rewriting these equations and kind of explaining as we go. And the first one that we're looking at is shown here, 4 times the quantity x minus 2 equals 100. And they're saying that it's a true equation for a particular value of x. There is an x that you can plug in and solve it. I think it's like 27. All right, explain why this equation is also true for the same value of x. Now, I want you to try to get away from the explanation that they're both true because 27 is the answer to both of them. Even though 27 will work for the solution for both of them, I really would like you to see the relationship between the two, okay? So let's talk about that relationship really quick, because the relationship here is that I had 4x minus 2's equaling 100, and then I'm changing it to where I only have 2x minus 2's. But as I reduced it to the half amount of how many x minus 2's that I had, I also changed my 100 to half of its amount. Okay, so the reason why these are true without getting into both of them having a solution of 27 is you could say something along the lines of, I am just taking both sides and dividing them by 2. Okay, both sides are divided by 2. That would be enough of an explanation to prove that they are the same as each other. If you were doing this as, say, a tape diagram, I know this has kind of been helpful to explain to others. If this was a tape diagram like you did last year, then you would have had 100 as your total, and you would have had a set of 4 x minus 2's. But we're taking all of those x minus 2's and we're cutting them in half. We only want to keep half of them. That's where we're going from 4 to 2. So instead of 4, now I have 2 of them. And so instead of equaling 100, I equal 50. So hopefully that is a good visual to help you understand why dividing both sides by 2 works. Okay, let's look at number 2. To solve this equation, 7.5d equals 2.5d, Lynn is just going to divide each side by 2.5d. And Elena is going to subtract 2.5d from each side. Will both moves lead to a solution? Let's do them both and let's see. So if we do Lynn's move first, so let's divide this side by 2.5d and let's divide this side by 2.5d. All right, if I divide both sides by 2.5d, this will go into itself once, and this will go into 2.5 will go into 7.5 3 times. So we would end up with this as our solution, which doesn't really lead to a solution. So we could say no for that one. And then for Elena, if you do what she says to do, she says take the equation and subtract 2.5d from both sides. So we're going to take 2.5d's away from this, and we're going to take 2.5d's away from that. That wouldn't leave me with 1. That would leave me with 0. And then if I subtract 2.5 from 7, that would leave me with 5d's. So neither one of them gives you a solution. So we could say neither provides a solution. One of them tells you that it looks like there's no solution, and the other one just kind of gets D to go away on one side, one step closer to a solution, but not technically equal to a solution where D is this or D is equal to that. So neither one of them provide a solution. But what is the solution? Is it a no solution because 3 does not equal 1? Or can we look at Elena's a little bit closer and kind of logically deduce what the solution is? Well, I mean, I can think of a number I can put in D's place and make that equal 0. The solution is that D equals 0. And this is going to happen to you sometimes. Sometimes you're going to get down to the bottom of your equation and you're going to either get something that doesn't work, or you're going to get an equation that says 2 D's are equal to each other or 2 A's are equal to each other, and 0 might be a solution. And if you're dividing by a variable and it comes out untrue like this, you might be dividing by 0, which is why it's coming out weird. And so 0 could possibly be one of your solutions. And that's what we're going with your homework for today. Hope it was helpful, and we'll see you guys tomorrow in class. Peace out.